And we are ready to get underway for the second edition of this derby, the boys edition. Fairmont boys up against Somerset College. The previous encounter was exciting, and this one looks like it's gone off to a frightening start already. Yeah, Brent, what are you expecting from here? We've done a couple of games together. I've done mostly the girls' games up to this point. Any feedback and information about what the boys' games have looked like up to now?
Jeez, the skill level is sky high here. I haven't seen a midfield yet that can't dictate the game, and there are some extremely intelligent goal scorers. Both of these sides highly reliant on their midfields, so it could be a little bit of a battle in the midfield today. One of the lads on the ball right now, Corbin Orion, critical part of that. Joshua Aries, as we speak, on the ball, right hand side entry. But yeah, I think this one will be a very, very close game, another test match sort of style game, and it may come down to actually which goalkeeper can do a better job. Sean Irwin on the ball now, Somerset College's key defender, and James Sasaki with the captain's armband at central midfield, also another confident chap.
Yeah, we saw in the previous game how integral and how important goalkeepers are to games and keeping their teams in games, and unfortunate for Jade in that previous game not managing to get her team the W. But hopefully we get some goals in this one as well. Straight away you see a contrast in styles and an approach from the boys and the girls, a little bit more preparedness to hold on to the ball and move it across the pitch from the boys, whereas it was a little bit more gung-ho from the girls' side and a little bit more direct. An unbelievable touch and finish. Fairmont getting the early lead on their home turf, and you can see he's used to trapping the ball on this pitch. Savio Rodriguez with the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration.
I think he is Portuguese, so maybe there's a rumor that Rodriguez actually taught Ronaldo the Rodriguez celebration that we now know as the C Ronaldo celebration. So, just a little plot twist there. Fasaki on the ball now. He's going to have to get into this game if he wants Somerset College to get rattling. Oh, great overlap. Alex Jongsma going up against Liam Bayer. Was a couple of clashes on the weekend between them for Boland versus Province. Looking forward to watching those two again today. Youngster Rafe Duncan on the ball, man of the match in the last game, wearing the different colour socks.
And as yet, no evidence to dispute what you said about the high skill level. We're really looking like a really, really good game, and like you said, it's going to be won and lost in midfield, and I think at the moment Fairmont on top of that midfield battle.
Clever tackle there on Nick Reith by Alex Jongsma.
Yeah, good appreciation of the rules there, making sure he was 5 meters away before he engaged that tackle.
Wow, Liam Bayer. My goodness. Oh, what a turn. I think it would have been easier to score there. Ryan Cunningham turned his man on a dime. He saw the goalkeeper come out. If I was him, I would have just absolutely whammied that on the backhand. He looked for the extra pass. But what interplay by College there. Josh Beards on the board at the moment.
Liam Baer looking like Somerset College's biggest threat at the moment. Unbelievable turn of pace. Burst of acceleration.
Here we go, Corbin O'Riordan. Matthew Lowe just considered to not have been 5 meters. But I'll tell you something, Liam Baer, having watched him this past weekend at the Western Province versus Boland series, he is such a wiry, skillful and intelligent forward. He's always putting pressure on the ball. He's always in the thick of things on attack, and he yesterday popped up pretty much right at the end of the game against York with the backhand to win the game for his team 2-1. Ryan Topper wins the ball.
Umpire just deeming that there was an advantage in that phase of play and just bringing it back for Fairmont free hit. A great aerial thrown down the right hand side. Unfortunate not to be able to trap that. Oh, that's an unbelievable one-hand pickup. Looks like Nicholas Reith. A great pickup, great individual skill, and he's won his team a free hit.
And Dylan Kermisase having a carry, could possibly be the brother of recent player of the game, Kristen Kermisase. Not uncommon to have siblings at same school playing some top quality sport. But also come to my attention here that Thiago Marks is injured. It could be card time. James Asaki, green card for being a little bit too robust in the challenge.
Yeah, critical phase of play now for Somerset College. You'll need to dig deep and soak up some pressure over the next 2 minutes while they have a man in the bin. No signs of looking to play it in a slower tempo though, looking to get up the pitch as quickly as possible. Yeah, that Germisay's family, if indeed there are siblings, not a bad bunch of hockey players.
Probably just a little bit nonchalant by Corbin O'Riordan, receiving on the backhand when he could have stayed on the forehand. Oh, Liam Bayer, stop it. Stop it. Teach me. Bayer. Oh, Liam Bayer. What a hockey player that man is. And penalty corner for Somerset College. Give it to me earlier, Ollie. What is it about to be?
Jeepers, every time Liam Baer looks like every time he gets on the ball, it looks like something's going to happen. Happy to go with a straight flick here, something straight off the top. Doesn't look like too complex a setup is coming on. So, yeah, looking like going to back Liam Baer on there.
Always got to account for the backspin. Always got to account for the backspin, they say. And real award for college. Hopefully they can put this push on target.
Yeah, accurate injection is the most important. Let's see what happens here. Liam unable to come up with some magic. And again, the injection not quite accurate enough, which makes it more difficult to execute the planned penalty corner. But like I said, college are not looking like they're slowing down here, and they've managed to get themselves back to 11v11 and didn't concede too much pressure in that phase where they were down to 10.
I think if I'm just watching correctly, Fairmont definitely have the right structures in place. Their shapes look good. Just a bit of hesitancy on the ball, and if every player on the ball can just chuck it maybe half a second earlier, that'll be all that needs to be done, and you'll start to see the Fairmont wheels really get going at some speed. Ollie, how would you get a guy like a Corbin O'Ryan or a Kyle Masters from Fairmont a little bit more involved and a little bit more threatening?
Oh, look, they're definitely dangerous players when they're on the ball, and I think part of the trouble with them is sometimes they can, in particular, someone like Corbin can sometimes look like he's playing at 50-60%, and yeah, but I think they're very dangerous players, and the most important thing is you looking to get them on the ball as much as they can. Similarly to how college are getting Liam Baer on the ball, because when the players like that get on the ball, they can be very dangerous and will almost always hurt the opposition. Just ended that first quarter. And again, another one that's absolutely flown by. It is 1-0 to Fairmont after the early goal.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Welcome back, everybody. Second chucker here of the Fairmont Somerset College derby, and
That's the man you don't want to lose the ball to.
never. Sean Irwin cleaning up. Saki scanning his options. A lot of red shirts in front of him. Xavier Rodriguez looking for Masters. Masters searching. Irwin trying to slow it down. Just a bit too direct there from Xavier Rodriguez. Goes Liam Bayer. Great backhand shot. Great save as well by Andre Human. I know we always enjoy a little fun fact here and there, and it's one for the spectator. Is Mark Pickering, the current first team boys coach of Somerset College, was actually in the Somerset College first team in 2003 and was the captain of that team. So we always talk about pipelines and pathways and giving back and always making sure you leave something else in a better place, coming back and being a part of something bigger. And Mark Pickering is showcasing that right now. But here we go. Daniel Davies with the break. A little bit scrappy. Somerset College just surveying the numbers. They want to keep Sean Irwin in a critical position of free defender rather than picking up, and with Fairmont pushing through an extra play into midfield, Somerset College have changed their press slightly. Liam Bayer tasked with picking up the additional midfielder. Oopsie, I think I've been sold a lemon. Apparently Mark Pickering was actually the captain of Power Valet, but you know what, he's been at Somerset College so long now, he's part of the furniture. There's even apparently there's a room that Mark has called after himself, the Pickering room, of course. But yeah, we're back in this here. Rafe Duncan cleaning up, and Tyler Vincenzo staying calm, looking up for Daniel Joint. Composure on the ball there by Jongsma and by Duncan. Oh, and by Vincenzo. A clever use of the body there by Matthew Lowe. Takes it quickly, surveys. Oh, and jeez, did he just pick up the great backdoor lead there by Ryan Cunningham. Rodriguez, a goal scorer, playing Corbin O'Ryan. Time for some magic. Chaplin just with the mistrap. Olu, if you are any one of the Somerset College guys at the moment, I mean, is there something clear that you would be targeting from what you see of what Fairmont are about?
Yeah, I think I'd probably be looking more at what our strengths are as Somerset College, and I think at the moment what we've seen very clearly is they've got a really strong player in Liam Bear, and they're probably looking to get him closer to the ball, and he sometimes seems that there's a bit of a disconnect between his midfielders and himself, and he's so you're probably looking to get him on the ball a little bit more often and create more threat from him.
Fairmont's starting to get Orion on the ball in more central areas. That's where he wants it.
Yeah, and I think that's where he's probably the biggest threat is being able to receive the ball in those dangerous spaces and get his head up. And just the way he plays the game, always just looks like he's got more time than everyone else. A stern message from the umpire there to just settle things down.
I just love watching this Liam Bayer play. He's just so aware. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, and that's what I was talking about, just with regards to getting him closer to the ball and getting him closer to areas where he can affect the game. Alex Youngsma would have probably loved the umpire to hold his whistle for an extra second or two there, allow him to get on the counter-attack.
Loads of gaps starting to open now. But just a little bit too clever there from Rodriguez. He could have taken the extra touch, no doubt, with the extra space. And I'm sure the next stick tackle is probably going to be a card to be confirmed.
Umpire sounding increasingly unhappy about the tackles. Been an evenly matched piece up to now, Bryn, and it looks like it's going to be one of those games that's going to be down to who makes the fewest errors.
Yeah, we already seen the goal was opportunistic at best, and I think you did right. Another sort of test match environment that will be about making the most of opportunities, because there are few, but making sure you also don't make a crucial mistake. 1 minute 30 left here. Nathan Hopkins with the early take finds Josh Aries, who's always a threat. Number 14, Josh Beer, just very composed in the tackle. He's a big character there at centre back.
And this is where Corbin can affect the game, can really hurt teams in these sort of areas. Great tackle. Liam Bear not letting him get away with anything there. And these games just keep going quicker and quicker. That brings us to the end of the first half. A furious first half that's been very evenly matched, very well balanced teams, and Fairmont lead this one narrowly 1-0.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Belgotex Fairmont Hockey Tournament 2021. We're in day 2 at the moment, one of the last games of day 2. Somerset College boys versus Fairmont at the Fairmont Astro. Somerset College in red, currently trailing 1-0 against Fairmont. Fairmont in their away kits, the white and green, and what we saw in the first half was one with few real good opportunities, but certainly a game of the midfield. And here is one of those midfielders, Corbin O'Ryan, who thought he was in to go there. Oli, your analysis of that first half, or any things that you've picked up that can improve from both teams?
Yeah, I think you were dead right when you said it's going to be a midfield battle, and that's what it's proved to be. And I think what you're wanting to do is you're probably looking to just move the ball a bit better. I think moments like that where midfielders are probably taking one too many players on and not moving the ball really quickly enough to create and exploit spaces. So yeah, you're looking to win midfield battle, but you're looking to do so by trying to move the ball. And I know it is a little bit more difficult on this surface, which has proven to be a little bit more spongy, but yeah, there's good calls to move the ball around, and especially in midfield.
Ten-minute yellow, so that's Josh Arias' third chukker done. We'll be playing with Fairmont with 10 against Somerset College with 11 for the remainder of this chukker.
Yeah, huge decision there made by the umpires, and yeah, I think the decision's been made based on the danger factor of what happens when you go off your feet and make a tackle. Fabulous hands from Corbin O'Ryan, and I don't use the word fabulous very often. Yeah, it could be a very long 10 minutes here without a player. So it's going to be a lot of digging in from Fairmont.
Yeah, surprised there that Somerset College are allowing so much time and space for Fairmont with that extra number. Didn't really think that would be happening. Chaplin wins the ball. Chaplin looks for Bayer, of course.
Yeah, and I think like I was saying just now, I think it goes back to that point about moving the ball, and I think Liam Bayer's missed out on an opportunity to make use of that extra body when they're on the front foot by just moving the ball. Just try to do something a little bit fancy when there was probably no need to. Fairmont doing well to take the sting out of the game, yeah, and you would think that you would see a little bit more pressure from the Somerset College boys, but looks like they're biding their time, and now they're going to play this entire chukker with an extra player. So That's going to leave a mark. Liam Bear seems to have shrugged it off pretty quickly. Always easier to run those off when your first team girls are also watching.
Yeah, no doubt. Right in front of them as well. No one wants to show any signs of weakness.
And we've all been hit with a hockey ball before, Bryn. Can guarantee you that one's hurt.
Without a doubt. 55-meter overhead. And so calm there by Josh Beard. Plays it into Matthew Lowe. Penalty corner. Is this college's time to shine?
Jody Erasmus in the ear of his assistant, just making sure they get their tactics right over the next couple of minutes.
Great push out. Bayer. And a rear ward. I think I've said that's come off Vincenzo's foot, if I've seen that correctly. What a push out by James Fasaki. And there's still a couple of options.
Yeah, very well defended PC there, our Fairmont boys, and they might find themselves doing a little bit of hanging on here while they play with 10 men. And
looks like Alex Jongsma's moved into the back permanently now. He was earlier playing as a midfielder, then a defender, sort of floating between lines, but in the last sort of 5 minutes since that card, he is wholeheartedly a defender now, and a lot of the times it's the release pass with the overhead.
yeah, and what you sometimes find with playing with 10 is that the effects aren't often felt in that period when you are playing with 10. They're often felt afterwards when you're back to 11 and you in that fourth quarter, and all that energy that you've used up running without that extra players starts to get felt.
Yeah, I love what you've just said there, Olu. It's not about what happens now, it's about what's going to happen later. And you often hear teams say, well, why haven't we got a goal in the first chucker? We're all over them. But it's the slow poison that makes the difference. Nathan Hopkins keeping the ball, using his strong presence, physical presence. Jongsma looking back for Hopkins. Turned over by College in the midfield. A little bit of space to counter. But Fairmont have got numbers behind the ball very quickly. That's always a key.
Savia getting stuck in. It's getting nice and feisty and getting a little bit heated now. You might start to see frustration from Somerset College, trying to force things a little bit, recognizing that they're playing with a man up and looking to make the most of it.
Picked up there. Yeah, picked up there by Nick Reith. Looking up, looking forward. They win the PC. Just maybe a little bit of youthful exuberance there by Rafe Duncan. The right technical skill of the overhead being performed, but they always say if you want to play it safe, you play to the outsides. And going inside there with the sort of incorrect, well, not incorrect, the overhead not going perfect led to infield break for Somerset College.
Yeah, Fairmont slightly being their own worst enemies. They're putting themselves under even more pressure than they already are under. We've got about a minute and 20 seconds odd to survive this little period where they're playing with 10. And they just have not managed to survive it. Somerset College have pulled one back, and we are back on terms at 1-1.
Goal scorer Joshua Beert is just so chuffed with himself. Liam Bayer with the green card. 10 versus 10. Who needs the Varsity Cup power play rubbish rule of finding players to get off when you can just do it yourself? And we got 10 versus 10 now.
Odd seconds left in this first one, and Fairmont will start the fourth quarter with an extra player.
How the tables have turned.
Looks like we're 11 v 10 for the last 10 seconds. And the man who's just come on has almost scored immediately. Jeepers, what do you make of that, Bren, that third quarter there?
Well, obviously it was all Somerset College, naturally, just due to the numerical advantage. Understandable. I thought Fairmont weathered that storm brilliantly, to be brutally honest. And they always had more numbers behind the ball than Somerset College had attackers. Just came down to that penalty corner and giving it away, really. But College certainly showing a lot of desire there. Beert, you could just, body language a huge thing. And Beert, he got up to the top and you could just see that was it. It was his goal and he was having nothing of it. So, predictions, Olu, final quarter coming our way. What does it look like in 13 minutes time from now?
Jeepers, it's been a tight affair up to now. It's so difficult to call, almost impossible to call. We'll have to see how Fairmont have how the playing with 10 men has affected them in that previous quarter. They'll start this quarter with a man up for about a minute and a half or so. Like we said, it's going to be either down to an error or a moment of magic, and we've already had an error. Let's see if we can get a moment of magic in this fourth one.
And if there were to be said moment of magic, give me two players from each side that you feel could pull it out the bag.
Hard to bet against Liam Bayer doing something special. He is off the pitch at the moment, but that'll only mean that he's had an extra minute and a half, extra 2 minutes rest on everyone. So I'd say potential moment of magic, Liam Bayer, or from Corbin Orion.
Yeah, no doubt. Although Aries is fit and healthy because he had 10 minutes of rest, so he should be firing. I mean, if you ask me, Olu, I think he's just so ahead of the game. He got sent off so he could be extra strong in this final chukker, and that's what it's all about. But here we are, Orion.
The good old-fashioned tactical yellow.
Yeah. What do they say? Everybody loves a custard, and there he's taken his custard. Rodriguez to Orion. Orion goes long. Oh my goodness, Richard Sawyer. Oh, he should have backed himself to the big man.
Just slightly complicated, that connection there at the end.
Jack van der Merwe keeping the ball, winning the free. Fasaki now on it. Somerset College's linchpin.
Reminder, Fairmont still playing with a man up. Somerset College down to 10. Can't be for much longer.
And a great cricket block there by the Somerset College defender. Carl Masters taking it quickly. Oh my goodness.
That's very, very naughty.
Wow, Olu, that's all I can say. Wow. Carl Masters putting on a master class, should I dare say.
Unbelievable.
And wow, Carl, that was amazing.
Call it for us, Bryn. What do you see happening here?
See Carl Masters having all of the confidence, and he's about to flick this ripper top right. That's my guts. Actually, sorry, take it back. Carl Masters top left. I can see it already. I've watched the movie 10 seconds ago. Here we go.
Brinsley Powell, you animal. Unbelievable. He has called it. It has happened. Maybe he did see it 10 seconds before everyone else. Carl Masters with an absolute ripper. Top left, as Brinsley said.
There was once a person who you could see the future, his hockey future, and that was Paul Darmus, and he's just got back in the hot seats. Anyway, what are we talking about? What a flick by Carl Masters. That was spectacular, and now is where it really hots up. I'd love to see what Somerset College can do, and Bayer is one man that will never sit down. And if going out of the box here, I'd almost put two players on Bayer now anytime the College have the ball.
Yeah, he looks up for it now. He looks a little bit frustrated that he managed to get himself pinned. And doesn't help that his team has gone 2-1 down now. But what a call there, Bryn. Happy to credit you with the assist for that one.
You know what? I had insider trading. I won't deny it. I spoke to Coach Jody Erasmus pre-game. So you know what? I'm gonna play lies with anybody. I sort of had an inside scoop. And just Aries getting absolutely involved because he's so fresh, but he knows he's got something to make up to the team, rightfully or wrongfully, for that card. And look at the defensive display by Josh Aries now.
Yeah, that's what you get from a big 10-minute break.
Here goes Hopkins. Josh Beard defending the hotline.
Yeah, but that goal was all about Carl Masters. Won the PC, flicked the PC, scored the PC.
Hopkins.
Unbelievable. Absolutely no right to score from there on that angle.
Nathan Hopkins, you good thing. I keep referring to him over and over that he is just a fantastic outside midfielder who always seems to be around the park, has a big engine, but I hadn't seen that in him yet in any of the games to date. And what a backhand. I mean, the angle there was so small and he's just slotted it home past Daniel Good. And it's now looking really dominant for Fairmont.
Yeah, long way back now, and we were We were wondering if they'd run out of legs after having to chase the ball with 10 men. It looks like it's just rejuvenated them and given them more energy. Somerset College with it all to do now. Five minutes 45 to go, and the goal here would really heat things up for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, as the neutral, would love to see a goal here, but obviously Fairmont and anyone from the northern suburbs doesn't.
Narrowly wide. He's connected that so well. It's lightning fast, that Liam Bear. And so are his hands. He's won his team another penalty corner. Somerset College turning the screws now. Little bit of confusion about the goal there. It seemed to have been hit off the top, but there was a deflection from a Somerset College stick, which is what resulted in it roofing into the top of the net. It is 3-2. There are 4 minutes to go. We have a grandstand finale.
Somebody came here to watch end-to-end action, 5-goal thriller already. And the forward defence there by Jack van der Merwe.
Carl Masters has given us our moments of magic. Is there another one?
Maybe College take off their goalkeeper, put 11 out, make it interesting, make it all about hockey. Come on.
Is that a page out of the BP coaching manual?
It is. Unfortunately, it never seems to work, Olu. But it is. We probably need to train it a bit more. But yeah, I would have definitely have gone for it now. Oh my goodness, the window, to the wall. What a through ball. And we keep it going.
Top shelf commentary here.
Great tackle back.
Peter Drury, who?
Yeah, I mean, I watch him weekly. We've got to learn. Bayer going now. We're both of us off our seats. Bayer going. No, this is just next level. Still loads of time.
He's tried to do something very naughty in the circle there, and it almost came off. Less than a minute to go. Wow.
You know, in all of this, we haven't even thought about a play of a game. And, I mean, who could blame us? It's just, there's been too many. But Ryan top on the ball now.
Little nutmeg. 30 seconds on the clock. Surely it's about game management now from Fairmont. It's about slowing it down.
Here we go, Corbin around to the corner. And clever game management by Orion. And I dare even say it, I think Orion, he hasn't been the flashy self that we are used to, but what we have seen from Corbin Orion today is a lot of game management, which is something you expect from a matric, someone with his experience. He's got GC caps, he has played provincial, he's a national junior, and that's why Corbin Orion, I think today, just shades it over many options as player of the game. Number 4 from Fairmont has taken the game by the scruff of the neck, slowed it down when needed, and sped it up when needed. And well done to all the parties, but Corbin in particular.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying earlier in the game, we're so keen to get him on the ball, just because we know what he's capable of, and he's shown that now. Can they add a glassy finish? Good catch in the slipstream there.
I don't know if maybe we take the man of the match away from him after that catch. Or maybe he's a cricketer as well. And he's just caught one in the slips, like you said. But what a game. That is. We've just had 2 derbies of the highest quality between Fairmont and Somerset College. First the girls, then the boys. College winning the girls derby and Fairmont winning the boys derby, and it's all to play for. Maybe we see them take each other on later on in the tournament. Your outlook on the game here, Olu?
Yeah, fantastic finish. I thought game started off slowly and was in the boiling pot for quite a while, and I think it culminated to what was a really excellent game towards the end there. Alex, what an exciting game of hockey. What did you make of it?
Yeah, it was a good game. They kept us on our toes and we were there to the end. It was I felt like we could have been more clinical in the D, but yeah, we moved there.
Yeah, so looking forward to the next games. What are you most looking to work on as a team?
I think our start, I don't know, it's been a problem throughout the tournament. I think we're going to have a better start and start earlier and score goals earlier to put the other team on the back foot.
Awesome. Final question. Just want to find out any special messages that came from your coach Jody Erasmus when you were down to 10?
I just feel like he showed to us that we have to always put our bodies on the line and keep going towards the end, because I guess it worked out. We came back with a W.
Awesome. Yeah. Great finish. Great win. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've got James in front of me here. James, tough one. Not always nice being on the losing end, but a cracking one to watch from our side. What did you make of it?
Yeah, no, I think the boys, both sides, really enjoyed the game. It's always good to play some hockey, so we're happy to be here. But yeah, we move. We keep our heads up.
Always awesome to get some goals in. You guys probably would have loved to score more goals. How do you think you can remedy the situation in terms of trying to affect yourself and getting more goals going forward?
I think we can attack the wide areas a bit more. We're sort of going down the central end and the ball gets turned over. And I think we can avoid double turnovers. That's kind of costing us at the moment. But yeah, I mean, we played well and we're happy at the moment. So
sounds like a good message coming in from the coaching staff quite often to prevent those double turnovers.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the rest of the tournament?
Yeah, we're just so happy to be here, and thanks so much for hosting us. We're looking forward to it.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks. Well
Cheers,
done.
Thanks so much.
Cheers. Corbin, player of the match. Congratulations, firstly.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, slow start to the game, it seemed, and touched on by Alex as well. What did you make of how you started and how you finished?
Yeah, I feel like it took a while for us to get into the game. First Easter tournament since I think 2019. So I mean, it's taking a while to get into it again. But I mean, great game. We got the 3 points. So.
It's always good to get the W. And as someone in your matric year, what's it like being able to partake in a tournament like this when we haven't had much hockey for the last 2 years?
Yeah, just the fact that we're able to play hockey, I'm just like extremely grateful. And to pass like what we are doing now onto our younger generations and the people that are coming through, I just really wish them all the best.
Awesome. And you obviously stood out today and played a key role in your team winning the game. And what did Jody say to you guys when you went down to 10 men?
He just said, go out, half court, make sure we keep the ball for as long as possible, and I think we did so very well, actually. So,
yeah, you guys dug in very well there, and congratulations, great win.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.